Now over here is the slider, forgive me. And what this does over here, this is the, I'm zooming in on the clip or zooming out, all right, so in the timeline. And for lining up audio, I really want to zoom it out all the way here, okay. And actually I can just grab this down here and drag it. And by zooming out, I can really see the waveform here, okay? And I can drag this, and it will drag ever so slightly in very small increments. And I just have to mess around with it until it lines up the way I want it to. Because what I did was I recorded it with my Canon 60D, and then had the mics set up, the nice mics, recording into the Zoom recorder is the way we did this. So. Alright, so that's not quite lined up there. You can hear the echo. Let's try this. Great. I don't hear any echo anymore. Alright, so that's pretty lined up. Now to make sure that I am getting just, and I'm going to zoom this back in here, because I don't need that anymore. To make sure I'm just getting the audio, this audio, okay, from the Zoom recorder, I'm going to completely mute. You could detach it and delete it. I don't really see any reason to do that. If I drag this volume slider all the way down here, then the audio there is muted. There's no separate, buttons over here for audio track. It's just this sliding up and down there. Well, you do have also up here at the top, you have volume button. There we go. All right, which you can also set it there. Okay, 0%, which should set it 0%. When you click on that one, you see now this one is at 100%. Notice here, I don't have any peaks. I don't see any yellow down here in the audio timeline. And what that means is that it's probably going to be actually kind of quiet. iMovie doesn't give you any super fancy way to know exactly what the audio is doing except for this waveform. So what you want to do is move this up just a little bit here, all right? As long as it's not crackling there, okay. Let's see, well that's like almost 200%. Let's go at, say, 140. And you see once I go up to 140, and right here in this one little spot, let's zoom in here. I'm sorry, wrong way. Okay. I really only get to some yellow there in that one little spot, and you can see everything else is pretty far below. Let's double check here. And let's see, make sure that's not going to be too loud there, especially in that one place where it's kind of peaking a little bit. I think that's going to be fine. Let's see what would happen if we did raise it up, because with music, us being music teachers here, mostly concerned about the audio, want it to be great. Even if I go up here to 178%, it's still only in that one spot where it starts to peak a little bit. Let's see what happens if I just leave it there. Sorry, I want to hear that one more time. You know what, I'm going to leave it because I'm just double checking. Okay, so because everything else, you really want to hear the highs and the lows. Let's check it one more time, sorry. Because my volume was pretty low on my headphones. Make sure that's not happening to you. Maybe we will take this down just a touch here till we don't see any red there. Let's try that. Okay. All right, so we'll leave it there and be done with it. And you actually, you don't want to normalize audio when you have a piece of music like this, because you want to hear the dynamics. You want to hear the highs and the lows. And so it's really important that, you get a good recording to begin with before you start editing. That's, of course, the easiest thing to do. Now, if you're doing a virtual ensemble and you're getting lots of recordings together and people have been recording in all sorts of spaces, then, that's hard to do. And you're going to have to, sort of manually go in and normalize it here, like I was doing just with the slider. Now you can come up here to the volume, lower volume of other clips it has. And let's see, there is some options to reduce some background noise here in iMovie and some other things. There's no real normalization of the audio though here in iMovie. Let's double check that, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Yeah. There is no normalizing audio. Okay. When you go into the search for help. Okay. So this is about as good as it gets here with that.